we've been training people up in how to grow their own, run courses all over the city, and we've been working with community food projects that already exist here in Brighton. We're starting a garden here in Preston Park, the central park in Brighton, and to see that turned over to food growing I think is a real emblem of what's going to happen over the next 3 years. The first of our what we're calling demonstration gardens. So the idea is that this introduces people to growing their own food. There's a lot of interest, as I said already, from people to get growing, and those people are going on training courses doing things like that, but actually there's still people that maybe aren't interested or don't quite think it's achievable, and that's what this is really aimed at. People are really excited about food growing, that they're doing it in public spaces, doing it in new places, and really kind of creating a new food system for the city. When the project started, we had a very long allotment waiting list, and in just the first 6 months that we've been working here in Brighton, we've actually reduced that waiting list by quite a substantial amount. We've released 100 new allotment plots, with quite a few more to come this year. So I think that's been a real barrier for people in Brighton. We're a city, you know, we've got the sea on one side, the downs on the other. There's a real lack of space. So encouraging people to think about creative spaces where they can grow, to get new people onto allotments, to get people growing in communities, I think will help us to reach many more people. And the work that we're doing about increasing skills will also help to ensure that people can actually go and do these things for themselves. Yeah, this is what we call a pick and cook day. The Food Partnership has done these events in the past. This is the first one for harvest, the first one this year. Now that we finally got some food ready, it's obviously been a slow growing year, but there is finally some stuff to harvest. And the idea is really to show the journey from plot to plate. Kids
always say I don't like vegetables, but when they pick their own veg and they make a pizza in the clay oven, they'll try it, you know. So you just have to be a little bit cleverer with food, really, rather than shoving a bit of broccoli on someone's plate.
People arrive on the site, they help to make pizza dough, then went out, had a tour of the local community garden here, and then they went out and picked food that they brought back, and we're now cooking up into pizzas, into a broad bean dip, all sorts of little things that people can try.
I think the social side of it is the most important thing for me, just to see the mix of people. Sometimes when you step back and you see all different people working together, and I don't think that happens enough in society, and for me the best way of challenging, you know, people's prejudices is just get people to working together and they go, actually, you're all right.
So far, there is a sense that Brighton is growing more foods. We do have local businesses all around the city now are growing edible plants on their premises, and that's a really nice way for us to make vegetable growing visible, and also for all the people that are working in those businesses, they're local residents too, most of them. So it's a way for them to try growing. Some of them are doing roof terraces on the roof of a hotel, say in town, and all of a sudden they can grow vegetables during their lunch breaks, you know, have a really therapeutic way to spend their breaks. So hopefully more of that to come, really.
You know, I think we just help give people opportunities that they might not otherwise get, and that's not, you know, that could be students as much as anything. You know, the students we get up here that volunteer, then we might put them on a management committee, send them on training courses. They'll get to work with kids. We get them CRB checked, and they might go, actually, I want a career in teaching. So I think it's opportunities for even older residents. You know, like just, well, come on, you know, like everyone can be learning all the time.
In September it's Brighton and Hove's food festival, so it's a really big time for the city, and during the food festival this will be the first year that there's a local food week. So we have taken on organising that week of events. There'll be allotment open days, school heritage festivals, and for us the major event will be a picnic in the park.
But for me, you know, like there's one of the kids lives near one of our retired bus drivers who comes up here, you know, and they know each other now, and now he's doing a bit of gardening work and he's been employing the lad to do gardening work with him, and he knows him now, whereas before, you know, the kid in the street might be a bit bullshit in that, but now he knows him and he knows his parents and stuff like that. And to me, they're not really measurable, those sort of things, and it's really hard to put down in a form and stuff like that. But to me, you know, that makes a massive, massive difference to communities.
Is that people seeing these things growing, even in what's really kind of a small space, they kind of take that way and have said to us, oh, maybe I will try something with the garden at home, maybe I will give this a go, and that's really what we want to see. I
don't like those gardening programs. They make it all look so easy and stuff like that, and I think that it's easy for them because they know what they're doing, and they've also got probably paying gardeners to work there all week to make it look lush. But I know loads of homes, people plant seeds too deep, the slugs come and eat all your food, your compost goes smelly, and you just want to give up. So I wish they were a little bit more honest about these things, because you know, we come up here and the pigeons have eaten all your Brussels sprouts and you just want to go, oh, I've had enough of this. You know, so I think people should be a bit more, gardening isn't massively easy, but we've got a bit of knowledge and we're really happy to help people in their gardens around the estate, say, you know, here's a couple of tomato plants and things like that, or here's sorrel. Sorrel is the winner with kids. They love the tangy leaves of it. So I think there's just different ways of approaching it, and we're always happy to help.